Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Warner here, Overtime Athletes. So for today's video, what I wanted to get into is the beginning stages of how we develop change of direction and eventually agility to be able to translate on the field and be able to divert forces rapidly. Now this goes for almost all sports, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, rugby, soccer, all of them taking effect. Any kind of sport that's gonna move in that frontal plane. So first and foremost, we did this in a couple videos on YouTube, but I figured I'd make a coaching point so you guys can understand how we progress this drill pretty rapidly to be able to isolate and elevate that particular movement. So first thing that we're gonna start off with is the lowest neurological, right? The simplest one, the low level that basically youth athletes could perform. So we start off with ascending skater jump. So go ahead and start on the line. So this one is just nice and easy to get the hips warmed up. You're diverting into the opposite leg and you're being able to absorb in that leg. So go ahead and big jump and then translate into that leg and then come into the other one. Boom, good, good. Push out. So by doing this, he doesn't stick that landing. He quickly gets into the other leg so that the energy he can essentially shift rather quickly, which makes it a lot easier. Next one that we go into is gonna be the skater jump with a decel focus. So I'll line cones up roughly about 1.5 yards apart. Now what I want you to do is I want you to jump back and forth from each cone. I want you to stick the landing, okay? I want good fundamentals here. I want you to have shoulders over the toe, absorb through the hip. I want you to give me a nice vertical jump, land, stick the cone with the toe in front of the cone, and sit into it 1 Mississippi and then get into your next jump. Nice and easy. Sink, 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 sink. Good, soft landing. One thing I particularly coach up here is I tell the athlete a cue, imagine you're jumping on ice and you're not trying to break the ice. What this allows them to do is connect the fact that I'm trying to sink and absorb into that. The other thing that I focus on is a little bit shorter, right, and a little bit more vertical jump so they land over their center of mass. The next one that we can get into is we can start adding a reaction component. So what I want you to do is I want you to do the same thing. You're gonna line up on this cone. You're gonna give me a high vertical jump, and then I want you to react with a quick ground contact and get back flat to that cone, okay? So the big thing is take that vertical jump and get back quick. Pop, get back. Good, good, fast ground contact. Get back, there you go, good. Perfect. Important thing here is we're going high with the vertical jump and then quick and flat back. Not only is this training that amortization phase and driving off, but in addition, by going vertical, we're landing over our center of mass, okay? So what that means is my torso is landing over my leg. If I want to progress this one, I'll go ahead and extend it out. Now what I want you to do is go outside center of mass, okay? So what you're gonna do is the same jump, but you're gonna reach for that cone and that foot is gonna land outside shoulder width and you're gonna get back quick. So no vertical here, you're just gonna be quick. Push, get back, okay? Push, get back. Good, don't spend any time here, get back quick, here we go. Push, get back, good. Same thing, push, get back. And as you can see, that foot's landing outside the center of mass, which is increasing the degree of difficulty. Not only that, depending on the actual athlete, if you think about a wide receiver, sometimes they're gonna cut over their center of mass, boom. Sometimes they're gonna cut outside their center of mass. And you're gonna see that all across many sports. Then if I wanna progress this, we can get into our force series where we're producing more force, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to go quick skater to long broad, okay? So you're gonna go boom, react, and get as much force as you can that way. Pop, go. Good. So now we've just flipped this drill on its side. As opposed to focusing on getting back, I'm focusing the athlete on pushing out as far as they possibly can. Finally, guys, just from here, what we start to get into is our multi-directional series. This is where I'm gonna have the athlete go broad to lateral and lateral to broad. So we'll just show an example of one of these real quick. And again, this is all about diverting forces. So here it was just pure lateral. Now what I want you to do is I want you to tack this cone broad horizontally, and I want you to divert forces 90 degrees, drive out with a big skater jump, okay? So here, boom, land two, all right? Attack, push, good, big pop, boom. And now, like I said, you can go linear to lateral, I can have him focus on a longer broad, a shorter lateral, a shorter broad, a longer lateral, depending on what I'm working. Or I can go lateral to pushing up linear, and from there you can get as creative as you need to be or as sport specific as you need to be. So there it is, guys. This is the progression of how, amongst many others, of how we start to develop that change of direction for the athlete to be able to cut and transition rapidly. Hope that helps. I'll talk to you guys next time.